Hello everyone, this is Gorax and today I'm gonna show you what I believe is the strongest Summon Temporal Vortex team. Before I show you the team, let me explain the affinities that I'm running. This is the Psychic core. I only got to this point. I didn't want to invest any further down there because I know most of you at this point don't have that developed. On top of that, in all my tests, I will not be using that extra upgrade on the equipment, which is called, if I recall it correctly, it's called Elemental Ascension or the Temper. The equipment will be plain, the one you can get straight from the dungeons. This is going to be the last video covering separate team. Summons are the lowest tier, I would say, out of the teams that are tested. I'm not gonna test the Frost and the Rally teams. They're suck, they're terrible. So this will be the last video. And as you can see, this is at the moment the top teams. Wild outdamaging Dauntless significantly due to few tweaks that I've done with the timing of the skills that helped, and I'll cover that in a separate video as well. But today we're gonna talk about this Summon team. There are a few things that I need to mention. First of all, we will use the mythic equipment. This is how you build the best teams, the most damage oriented teams, and I'll go over which sets as well. But first, let me show you the team in action. So we're going to use Lelvanis with her exclusive artifact, Cinderella, Irzelas, forgot his name, Premsta and Felocia. As you can see, the damage will mainly come from Lelvanis and Premsta. Premsta at the beginning has the advantage. We will be summoning units, they will die, will get boosts and buffs, and the team will be doing very good damage. Lelvanis will be really powerful and can survive quite a lot as well, and the damage will slowly ramp up and Lelvanis will take over. We will have them timed. I tried it without timings and the damage was significantly lower. Only Cinderella will be cast on auto. Also, our Witches Remain will be Irzilla, so the damage will be random because we will be in the mercy of the RNG to be able to apply that Witches Remains. In most cases, the team can survive 10 minutes. Thanks to Felocia and thanks to mythic equipment that heals when you deal damage with basic attacks. This helps Felocia to keep everyone alive. Also, moving Felocia around and finding the sweet spot, I don't know what it is, but with certain placement, your heroes can survive longer. You don't change stats, you just move heroes around and they survive longer, so try it. Seems like placement does matter. Now remember, if you have not done so yet, use the content creator bond code Gorax1 to get rewards and have a chance to enter giveaways. Remember, Gorax1 with capital G. 4 minutes 30 left on the clock, we're at 155 million damage. That's looking good. We reached 200 million damage with 3 minutes left on the clock, and Premsta falls. She usually falls, she's usually the first one to fall, but our team keeps going. If we manage to boost Premsta's survival and keep her a little bit longer, we can do more damage. However, I tried running the health regeneration mythic on her and the total team's damage output has dropped significantly, so you need to mix and match, see what works for you best. I prefer her dying earlier and the team doing more overall damage than her staying all the fight and the team doing less damage, because in the end we only care about the total damage done. Sadly, this time around we did not survive the whole fight, but I'll show you in a screenshot where we did, and you will see that we can do a little bit more damage than 256 million, and we had Lelvanis at 33,000 DPS. And here is the highest damage I've done with Lelvanis, doing over 365,000 DPS, and the total team's damage is 279 million damage. Alright, so let's get over and have a look at the team and what we're wearing. As you can see, Lelvanis will not use her exclusive talent. I have to mention that first, as that's quite important. This talent tree gives us so much more than the exclusive Lelvanis talent tree. The way we build Lelvanis is with crit rate and crit damage. We will use her exclusive artifact. If you don't have her exclusive artifact, you're looking at really low damage with this team, and you're better off just doing something else. We'll focus on the well-formed snare chest, which will grant us an extra attack speed. I tried different sets and this one works just so well. There's no reason to put the regeneration set on her because she usually is the last one dying. We'll use Precise Carnage gloves with crit rate, and we'll use Finality Admonition weapon and Violence Incarnate helm. Total damage, okay? That's how we build these teams. 4 damage dealers, 1 of them total damage or 2, and 2 supports, plus 2 supportive DPS and 1 full support. Then our second damage dealer will be Premsta, and as you can see, all the Enlightenment heroes will follow the same build. We will use Queen's Fan, and we can move Premsta even to the back to increase her damage. And if we run the combat simulation, we might notice that as well. Remember, all the fights are quite random as well. Not as random as the wild fights. Those are the most random because of all the RNG involved. So if we run this simulation quickly, we will notice a new highest damage, 291 million. So that's important, guys. Remember, placement does matter. Moving one hero can increase your damage. So yeah, there we go. Quite happy with that. So once again, let's go back to Premsta. Queen's Fan, more damage, derivative damage. Supplemented with Enwinden Flesh chest, works super well. Precise Carnage gloves, you can reduce the damage Premsta does and put the recovery set, which is called, I got it on someone here, it's called Mountain Echo. I need to learn the names. And she will survive longer, but her damage will significantly drop, so the total team's damage might drop as well. And again, Violence Incarnate and Finality Admonition. If you don't have those sets, you can use the Platinum set, which is the legendary set. And for Lelvanis, you can use one of the sets and build her with crit rate and crit damage as well. Then we will have Irzilas, who I couldn't remember for a second. Oh, before we go, Premsta's talents, those same talents. This is the best talent tree for the Silent Heroes against Temporal Vortex boss. Irzilas is here to grant us attack up to all summoned allies and also damage up to all summoned units. And that's quite important. He is not here to deal damage, so we need to build him tanky enough so he can survive and don't take too much of Felicity. So this is why I got defense percentage on him, as you can see, to mitigate that. I don't want him to be the highest HP. That's quite important because I want Felicity to tank it. We're gonna use the 3 Ears emblem hood, which will grant us an increased elemental damage by 15%. Quite important thing. We want that damage. And he is the Witch's Remain applier, but remember, the RNG can be brutal. He deals single attack. So we either have this 60% chance or we don't, and damage will drop significantly. And then we use Cinderella. Cinderella will give Premsta all the extra attack because she is ranged, so Premsta will do more damage. Then she will also buff our Lelvanis, and we want her with this talent tree as well, all the Salmon heroes. We will use the Puppeteer Light on Cinderella, which will grant us an extra 10% until my ultimate energy when she casts her ultimate. On top of that, we will use this Mountain Echo to ensure we can heal and she survives, as she is rather squishy. And last will be Velocia, and as you know, if you noticed, with Ihakatl, Nathaniel, and Adolphus, shield heroes are what's in the meta right now. So we're gonna do the same thing here with Aurelium Vest that will grant us damage mitigation when Velocia shields. And how she shields? She shields quite often. 50% of the damage taken by an ally will be converted into a shield. AoE shield, AoE shield. So we're constantly applying that buff. We also use Ancestral Protection set. This will help us to mitigate the damage the allies take. And also Skybound, when the wearer grants a shield, one debuff will also be dispelled. She doesn't have debuff immunity, so we need to use that. Usually on the shielders we use a different talent tree, which will be the top one, which helps us with mitigating that and also recharging the ultimate energy. However, since we are not letting her go on default auto, we will go for this, and instead we will grant her extra 5% healing. We'll also grant her a way to dispel one negative effect from ally, which works similar to that. And will reduce the damage taken by 10% while she's got shield, and she will take 10% less damage when she's got any kind of buff. So that is quite cool. Also, she grants this tiny bit of healing. That is helpful. Everything that helps us survive counts. Both auras are the same, so we use the attack one. Now, timings. So as I said, I tried this team without any timings and it was not so good. Now, what we do here is, as I said, Cinderella goes auto. We don't really care about that. Felocia has all the shielders at 21.5 with 20-second rotation. But now damage dealers. So when we cast this ultimate, we will have a chance to apply Witch's Remain. We will grant all summoned heroes 20% attack and also 30% damage up to all undead summoned units for 10 seconds. That's important because you want to utilize this buff. You want these summoned units to do more damage, okay? So you want to at least go for a couple seconds out of the 10 before you sacrifice them, okay? So that's why I'm doing it at 6 seconds. You can easily go for 8, 9, see what works best for you. Premsta will go after Irzilas, okay? And that's pretty much it. Simple as that. 1 second later, give some time, and then deal damage. And this timing has increased this team's damage. So hopefully this will increase also your team's damage. And obviously, as I said, it's quite hard to get all these mythics. I understand that, but I want to show you what you should be aiming for. Once again, I need to highlight that this chest, this set, is better than this set. So if you have only one, you can only run one because you want to run Platinum set because you can't run both of them. Go for this on proficiency or enlightenment based heroes. Crit rate based heroes will go for Precise Carnage Glove, as there is no better option than that. Keep that in mind. Obviously, for Little Vanis, you could go for other sets as well. The sets that I like is Imperial Executioner, as it helps with crit rate, and also when we deal crit hit, the damage will be increased by additional 16%. So I like that set, but if you know any other sets that are working well on Little Vanis, not mythic, please let me know in the comment section down below. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you are enjoying the summons as they've been reworked. They're fun to play. They're really good in PvE. And as we know, we will have a new hero in Season 2, the Dark Lady, that will help this team as well. Because what this team is lacking is a multi-hit hero that can apply Witch's Remain. And we have to use Irzilas here in that case, because we don't want to miss on this girl. We could replace Premsta if we had a hero that is good in single target, but all the heroes that are currently available for the summoners are not really that great. Zadok is a great hero, but he excels in AoE combats. Now, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Remember, if you have not subscribed yet, please consider doing so, as it helps the channel to grow, and there will be more guides. As you know, Continental Challenge and game bosses, I got you covered. I'll go and prepare free-to-play friendly and the high-end as well. So thank you all for watching. Stay safe and bye.